This is a video chart presentation of Migao Corp. Migao trades on Toronto Stock Exchange on ticker MGO. Stock's been in a long-term downtrend. Looked like right through here in July it was going to try and reverse course. Real strong day at the end of the month, but promptly slipped right back down. Fell through support points at $1.20 and $1.15. Came down, made a new low at 91 cents in September. But since that point, it's made a nice move, pulled back, made a slightly higher low, followed that with another nice move, and a pullback to another slightly higher low. Effectively, it's establishing an upward channel, and a little bit of upward pressure on Thursday, up almost 4% to $1.07. As the stock's sitting against a short-term resistance point, but we'll want to keep an eye on this, see if it's ready to make the next leg up, and if it's going to hold a new support level right around $1. Going along with this price coming off the bottom, seeing a nice upward trend in the MACD, making higher lows and higher highs. MACD's just dropped a bullish cross, the 12 passing through the 26 EMA, and has also broken back above zero, a move that technical traders refer to as breaking the money line because it's a bullish indication of trend. Going along with that, the slow stow's been rising, now holding over top of 50, indicating that bullish momentum is building in the chart. In the money flow index, outside of this dip right through here where the stock was consolidating on the new base, it's pretty much held over top of 50 for the last 2 months, indicating that people are paying higher prices for the stock. Again, it's a bullish look when an indicator is holding the upper half. The relative strength index, the 14, just been kind of puttering right around 50, but at that time, stock's just been consolidating sideways as well. Not a whole lot of momentum in the chart. That should be pretty much expected given there's not a lot of price movement happening. The move on Thursday got the RSI to turn up a little bit, and as with other indicators, we're going to want to see it hold the upper half, preferably put some distance between it and 50, start to move closer to 70 to show that there's stronger momentum in the play. Now there's varying levels of support because of the way it's stair-stepped upward. Go ahead and note this bottom at 91 cents. But more importantly, what I'm going to be watching for is this $1 mark. That area has basically been held for about 3 weeks now, and I'm looking for this chart to continue an upward pattern of making these higher lows as well as the higher highs. That combined with the idea that the $1 mark is a common psychological area of support and resistance. So that'll be the key spot that I'd be looking for to the downside. If stock takes on some negative pressure, I'd want to see it hold $1. Now the resistance side of things, I think the stock's sitting against some right there where it closed on Thursday at $1.07. It's not tremendously strong, but over the last month, it's had a difficult time moving through that area. And that's going to be a key spot, even though it's short-term resistance, to try and break through, because it's going to face some more up around $1.15. You can see it ties in with these old highs to start the channel, as well as a support point going back to last summer. Now I'd suspect that's where resistance is going to pick up, and it's going to be pretty difficult all through that area up to $1.20, which is going to be some top-end resistance. Again, you can see how that ties in with the closing price of the second high, in a pretty difficult spot again going back to last summer before it made this breakout. So I'd have to call this a general area of resistance from $1.15 to $1.20. It'll probably be pretty tough for the price to break through, but if it does, I'd suspect it's going to come up into this area and continue this upward channel, with the idea that it won't meet heavy resistance again until up over top of $1.40, which is obviously a substantial move from Thursday's closing price. Now that's a thinly traded stock, only 100,000 shares traded on Thursday, and that was actually a pretty decent day for it. Even if volume slinks back off a little bit, any move towards these resistance points, I'd like to see a sharper move in volume, a spike along these areas to give it the legs to have a strong momentum to try and blow through these resistance points. So those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the MGO chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.